year of homeschooling, and up until this year I didn't really have a good planner system, so I kind of just had file folders everywhere. And I found this planner online, and I'll put a link in the video below, but this is working out wonderfully, so I thought I would share. So I just have a regular little, I think it's like a, what is this, a 1-inch binder, and slipped this little train up a child in the way he should go. And there's Play-Doh. So this is the cover sheet I got online. When you open it up, this is where I keep their homework, and I know they're homeschooled, but my husband, like for example, this little fluency practice, my son needs to work on some fluency, so I will give this to my husband and he can do this with him tonight just for a different perspective. This is a little sheet my dad gave us during a science lesson last week that tells when we can see the space station. So basically this is stuff that is done but can be continued, and I just keep a pen there. The first thing you see here is a laminated rough copy of our schedule, and it's just basically what we try to get accomplished in the morning and in the afternoon, but you know, that's flexible. And here I have our mission statement, favorite quotes, statement of faith. This is our school planning schedule, so we do 6 weeks on, 1 week off, 6 weeks on, oh, that's Thanksgiving there, or what is this? Oh no, there's the Thanksgiving break. This here is when we start our Christmas break, and then we have the rest of December off. And then again, 6 weeks on, 1 week off, and that week just gives us time to either catch up on what we didn't finish for the first 6 weeks, or just refresh, or sometimes go out of town, things like that. And there's a key down here. This is our curriculum resources. I will just fill this in at the end of the year when we turn in our portfolio. And then this is my favorite part of the planner. So I made this online, and I'll put this up in a blog post, but this is our weekly lesson planner, and I plan for 6 weeks at a time. And that's just enough to plan so that we don't fall behind, but not too planned in advance so that we're constantly trying to play catch up with ourselves. So I put the week here, and then we just do this checklist style. So as you can see here, we have, you know, math every day, 4 days. And but I don't have, you know, on Monday we're doing this lesson, and on Tuesday we're doing this lesson. Okay, sorry, I was interrupted with a math question. Anyway, so I have this done checklist form because, you know, if Monday he's really going strong and wants to get 3 or 4 lessons done, we can do that. So just what they need to know is by the end of the week, all of their lessons need to be checked off. So I have, like, you know, just a guideline on, for example, today's Thursday. You know, in the morning time, we want to finish our geography and our history. And so when I reference here, that means I need to do page 10, 11, and 12 in geography. And in our history, we need to do some map work, and maybe tomorrow we'll do our Nile model. And it's loose scheduling, so it really works out good for us. And like I said, it's Thursday. We're behind on her spelling for the week, although she just finished lesson 12. But it gives us just a good guide. My son, I have us doing lesson 5 and 6 this week in reading, but you can look back. He just finished lesson 3, so that way we're only scheduled 6 weeks in advance. So by week 6, if we haven't gotten to lesson 12, we have the break that we can work on it, or when I make the next 6-week schedule, I'll just start it at where we've left off. And then also, he's, like his math, he's way ahead. He's already finished lesson 17, which is for next week, but this just gives us a good guide, you know, on what to do, so I can just open up this planner and say, okay, what do we have to do today? So there's that. Next page is our field trip tracking guide. So like right now, All I really have on the map is that we're going to go to a nursing home and do some little Halloween crafts with them. And I have our date for Christmas caroling, but other than that, I need to get some stuff planned here for we're studying the prairie right now, and we live in Florida, so there's not a lot of options for field trips, but like for example, next month we will be going up to Cape Canaveral to see the NASA center up there because we're studying astronomy, so I'll pick a date and write it down and just keep a list of it, and then this sheet will just go straight in our portfolio at the end of the year for review, and I don't have to fill out anything special. It'll already be filled out. This is field trip planning in case we need anything that requires a lot of information. And then in here is just a space for notes, some extra paper. So this is where I pre-print and copy and stick everything that they are going to be doing throughout the week, and I'll do this on like Sunday, sometimes like really early Monday morning if I'm behind. And in here I keep my daughter's work and my son's work. Anything that's going to come and be like ripped out of a notebook, I'll just rip it out and stick it in here. And that way when we sit down and I see on like Tuesday, okay, today we are doing science, and when I reference to this and I see, okay, in science today we're going to be doing, you know, workbook page 7, then I'll go in here and I'm like, okay, here we go. This is our work today. And it's really simple. Even their handwriting, I'll print out their lined paper and they're ready to go. So it keeps me really organized. I can stay sitting at the table. I don't have to get up and go make a copy of anything or go grab a book from our bookshelf. Everything's here because a lot of the time if I get up to do something, I'll get distracted or the baby will get distracted, and this is just much, much easier to keep it all in here, and it only takes 5 to 10 minutes of my time, and it's all here for the whole week. Then in here, I keep their saved work. As they're doing something, if I pull it out and I decide, you know, this is something that I may want to keep for their portfolio for the end of the year, I'll stick it in here, and then anything else at the end of the week I will toss because it is a big problem in homeschool to keep everything. You'll end up with books and books and books of papers. So this way I'll kind of pre-edit our notebook for the end of the year, and then at the end of the year I'll go through one final time and keep what we are going to keep and what we are not going to keep. And this, for example, I know I'm not going to be keeping his letter N and letter T practice, but I do keep it in here for now so that when, you know, in a couple of months when he goes back through, I can compare his handwriting, but I won't necessarily keep this till the end of the year. Then our final, oh, I love this. I just stick our, I actually got this idea from a farmhouseful.com, and she keeps her kids' school pictures in here, and I have the Snapfish app on my phone, so this just, I just upload them, and when I submit my order every month to Snapfish, I just stick school pictures in here. And then the last thing I have, my dad teaches their science lessons once a week. So this is what he assigned them for homework, and my daughter, what she remembered from his lecture to turn into him this week is a rocket, a really big sun, that is Earth, and this is Orion's belt pointing to Sirius. So, and then my son is going to have to explain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 planets, a moon, and a sun. Anyway, so this is where I keep anything that I'm going to turn into him, and I'm not sure what he's going to do with this. Probably frame it, my best guess, or hang it up with some of the pictures I drew when I was a kid. But yep, so that is our planner. I will make a blog post and link the where I printed a lot of these different things at the beginning, where I got these printables and these, and then I will go ahead and make this printable for you guys, and I'll link that in the blog post. I'll put the link to that post below, And that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you have suggestions, I would love to hear that. I'm always looking for new ways to organize and plan our school year. So thanks for listening.